Hi ho, Sabine's here. Today we're going to be making a computer desk. Now, I already have a computer desk, but the main issue here is that Caleb does not. He has a desk already, but that is designated his writing desk, as he needs to write and use a computer, ideally separately. So I wanted to try my hand at making my own computer desk. Now I hear you might say, Sabrina, wouldn't it be easier to just buy one online and have it shipped to your house? Well, sure it would. However, every computer desk with a reasonable price has already been bought. Now, I've looked on Craigslist, I've looked on Amazon, I've looked on eBay. It's just not there. It's just not in the stars. But you know what it is? Building stuff. So here's my current desk. So I went over to Menards, which I had never done before, but I got a whole heap of boards. We have one by 10, two by 6s, and one by 4. All of which are 10 feet in length. I'm pretty sure that's going to be enough. If not, I do have some scrap lumber hidden away somewhere, but I'm pretty sure this is going to be good. Now, for other materials, so here is the wood finish we have. It is in the color Honey by Mini Wax. A new pack of multi-sized paintbrushes. Some drawer things. They're 12 inches. I think it'll be plenty enough for a keyboard. Just in case, I got some hinges. I thought these hinges were super cute. I like the little things, and they were also very cheap. These handles. So this is in case I do have, I strongly suspect I'm going to have some leftover lumber. And so I'm going to make some cabinets out of it, provided I have some leftover stuff, Because I think it's going to be cute. If not, then I have some nice hinges and things. Okay, so step 1. We need to come up with a plan. So, I have drawn out some blueprints. Here's the top view / 3-dimensional view, so you can see where everything's going to be. It looks really good on camera. And each one of those blocks is an inch, so I can keep count and make sure I don't mess up. So I built a couple things in the past, namely a shoe rack and a plant / cat stand. But I just could have kind of winged those. I just had some wood and I threw them together and made a thing. But I've actually done a lot of, this is the first time I'm actually doing a whole lot of planning with this, and I'm very excited to see how it turns out. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so day 2. I gave up a little bit last night just because my arms got tired. Then I had an idea. So in my kitchen, I have these 2 stools, and I came to a realization. I could just use these as sawhorses, so we don't, have to sit in the floor like a toddler playing with toys. Tools are not toys, by the way. Not toys. But, at any rate, let's pick up where we left off, shall we? She takes such a long time. And it's like, so I've noticed that with the back saw, I do get a clean cut, but I'm still gonna have to sand it. So I think for this cut, I'm just gonna give this boy a try. Craftsman. Universal cut. Let's see how that goes. Oh my god. This is so much faster. So sorry to those of you who have been yelling at me the whole time, why are you using a back saw? You don't need to be using a back saw. I didn't know. But yeah, like I'm already like halfway through this board, dude. I'll compare the cuts just to see. Like just to make sure that it's like still decent. And I'm like, whoa. I feel like such a fool. Alright, so here I have a lot of the main pieces. Just a side note, something you probably ought to do is get real big clamps and clamp boards together when you're doing stuff like this. But as we've already seen, I don't have those clamps. So, onward and upward. In the original plan, all of the things were going to be like all the legs were going to be like this, like a little bit of a lip. But now I realize they're going to be this, which I think will still be fine. Maybe. I came up with a better idea. I'll get a couple more boards, and I'll be right back. I think there's something going on here. Alright. So, the next step that I'm going to do is I'm going to take small boards and slightly larger boards and screw them perpendicularly thusly. And each one of the small boards gets 2 of these boards, and then this gets attached to the big boards. Alright, let's speed this up. 53. Here's where I am. I have started to attach the bottom shelf to the boards, as you can see here. However, I have made all mistakes. It makes me really worried that this is actually super slanted. But like, it looks okay, I think. I think. I'm gonna try to add the other side to this and then do the middle shelf. And then attach all these to the top shelf. Yeah. So this is what I have so far. I attached these as I went and did this. Hopefully I got all that on film. It's been a couple of hours since the last time I filmed because all of the footage I had to do, or all the footage I've already done, took up my whole memory card and I had to deposit it in my computer. So, next, I'm going to flip this back over. Okay, as you can see, I have attached the legs. I'm going to take a piece of this board and attach it thusly, making this a little bit straighter. I'm going to do it from the outside. Here we have a cut piece of wood that will attach here. And I think I'm going to attach it screws like on the underside, just so they're not quite as visible. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. Yeah. Alright, so here we are in my kitchen. I did this because there's tile floor and that's a little bit easier to clean up than a carpet. But as you can see, I've also put it on top of this cardboard box that I just unfolded. I might move it more towards the center so I have more angles to paint from. And I've already sanded. It's nice and smooth. Unfortunately, you can't really see that on camera. And so yeah, let's get painting. Ooh, look at that. Nice shots. Ooh. It reminds me a lot of a fish tank I had when I was a kid, just in color and like the way it's built. But it's so good. I'm gonna let the stain dry overnight. I've already wiped it all off, all the excess. For those of you that don't know, what you do with stain is you wipe it on, you let it sit, and then you wipe it off. You got instructions on the can, if nothing else. Yeah. See you tomorrow morning. Okay, so here we are. Day 4. Going a little bit longer than anticipated. So here we have the desk in all its glory. I realized though, like, it feels dry, but it feels greasy. So I think I am gonna use some of this polyurethane. I love that. I just love that word. Like, you know, you got your stains and your polyurethane. Yeah, because I was on the fence about it because I wanted this project to be over. You know how it is. And I think it really needs it, just because it's going to be a tabletop. I'm going to be drinking coffee at it. I think I'm just going to put it on the vertical surfaces, because I don't know if the horizontal surfaces are going to need it, unless it just looks wildly different. Like you know, because I know that sometimes with like a clear coat of stuff, it looks like it makes like the colors pop a little bit more. And if that's the case, then I will put it all over. Well, let's find out, shall we? Just another note that if you are doing this inside like I am, because I'm in an apartment and don't have the ability to do it outside, open up all your windows. I woke up this morning and my house still stank of stain. So, open up all the windows. Now, I would have left it outside for a few hours just to help get rid of the stink. Where's it going? Okay, it's under my skirt. But I live in an apartment, and that wasn't really an option. Just open up all your windows. Don't die. And now for something completely different. As you can see, here is the desk. I'm tripping over things, and she is gorgeous. Look at that. I could have bought that at a store. And I realize that these are going to stand up kind of a lot, but I think that's okay too. And I'm going to attach them under here. Ooh. And it's going to attach there. You're going to be able to see it from like the outside, but I think it's going to be okay too. Okay. I'll see you in a bit. Alright. So here's what I have on the TV tray, the keyboard tray so far. As you can see, I put a polyurethane on them, and I had to cut off some of the wood because I realized I mismeasured. So I went ahead and did that. Got a coat of polyurethane on, and it's already 9:56, and it's dark outside. But I'm gonna get this done. It's like I only have the keyboard tray left to do, so I'm gonna get this done tonight because today's Friday and I gotta edit all this because there's a lot of footage left. Hello. I just woke up. This is the last day of filming for sure, because all I have to do today is attach this keyboard tray to this desk. I've already started on here. I did that last night with Caleb because he drawing and helped. But then at that point, it was like 2 in the morning. I couldn't hold my eyes open any longer. Well, it was like 1 in the morning. We just ate. So yeah, I love this desk so far though. Look how nice and shiny it is. And whenever I look at it, I think of my childhood with these legs and Monty Python with the desktop. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and fix this up. Alright, let's get this boy set up. Alright, well, that's been building with beams. I hope you enjoyed this. As much as I enjoyed having this desk, but not necessarily building it, but I did enjoy building it. If you like this video, feel free to leave a comment and subscribe and like and all that business. Have a good rest of your Saturday. Well, I'm frantically trying to edit this video because today is Saturday for me.